again, and welcome back to Proteor Fitness on Restore Your Everyday Exercise class. My name is Bethany Nelson, and I'm a physical therapist, amputee rehab specialist, and Polestar Pilates instructor. Joining us today, as usual, we have Joe with unilateral below knee amputation, Mia with unilateral above knee amputation, and Mitchell with bilateral above knee amputation. As always, please watch the individual with your same level of amputation for how to modify the exercises for yourself. So today, we're going to stretch it out. We will focus on stretching muscles that, if tight, can limit the quality of your walking gait or even make it very difficult for you to walk with your prosthesis or prostheses. As always, if anything we do causes you pain, please modify the exercise by going through a smaller range of motion, for instance, or skip the exercise entirely if needed. I suggest you do this stretch program either on the floor or on your bed, but we're going to warm up first with some cardio exercises so we don't stretch cold muscles. Here we go. All right, we're going to do 45 seconds of cardio and then take a little 15-second rest. We're going to punch it out, okay? So we're going to start with a jab, we can do a hook, an uppercut, or beat the, what is that thing called? Speed bag. No, just punch. Just do whatever punch you want. Mix it up, right? Just keep your arms moving. Punch, 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 however you want to. Just keep it going. You can get your frustrations out on that invisible whatever. I hope you're breathing. 2 and 1. And we're resting. Take some nice deep breaths. In through the nose, preferred. Out through your mouth. All right. Now it's time for some legs. We're going to march it out. Are you ready? Here we go. You can scoot back a little bit so you're not on the edge. And march. Try to get your opposite arm and leg moving. Kind of like when we're walking, we swing arms opposite to legs. We also are using our cores a little bit here. Keep breathing. Feeling those hip flexors. Oh, I'm off. We're almost there. I think we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Very good. Woo. Keep breathing. Work out those muscles that are sore. You can rub them a little bit or beat on them. Okay, so now we're doing arms and legs with a punch and opposite leg kick for 45 seconds. Here we go. Punch and kick. Punch and kick. You speed it up if you want more cardio. Boy, we're going to need the stretches after all this. Keep it going. When we walk, we swing our opposite arm and legs forward together to take a step. So this is nice reciprocal stepping, reciprocal arm swing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. I feel that all in my thighs, yes? Give it a little pound, a little love. Get some of that lactic acid buildup out of there. Okay, so now we're going to get a little trunk stretch with side body reach it out. Scoot towards the edge of your chair, and please make sure to hold on with the side you're tipping towards. If you haven't done this exercise before, I don't want you falling out of your chair. Now we're going to reach it out. Side body reach, reach. Hold the chair as you reach if you need to. If you feel like you can let go, just reach that hand towards the floor. Reach. Good, everybody. We're almost there. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We got one more exercise, I believe, which is jump it out. We all had jump ropes as kids, right? So you want to scoot your bottom forward, be able to lean back a little bit here, kind of tucking your tail under, leaning back on your sacrum some. Imagine that jump rope in your hands, and then we got to reach or jump over it, right? So jump, jump, jump. Okay? You can speed this up. I don't think I can today. And if you have to, just keep those arms going. Oh, you guys are better than me. Good. Good. Jump, jump, jump. Whew. Try to finish strong. Oh, my quads are just about gone. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm so proud of you guys. Yes, pound out those thighs if that's where you're feeling it like me. We did our cardio. Now for the good, lovely part, stretching it out. So we're all going to transition onto the floor, onto our mats. Okay, we made it to the floor or the bed. We will start our stretches right here in what we call ring sitting, or you can sit crisscross applesauce like this, whichever you prefer, whichever feels best to you. Now we're going to place our left hand to our left side, and we're going to reach our right arm over. Let your left elbow bend if you want more stretch, if your body likes that. We're holding and breathing deep into our right lung. Stretches are best to be held for about 30 seconds, so you get some nice actual stretch of your muscle tissues and fibers. Breathe deeply. Last one. Okay, come on up. Now place your right hand down. Let's go to the other side. Reach over. This is a stretch for your quadratus lumborum, which is a muscle in the back of your back and pelvis. And it's a commonly used muscle for compensation, especially with above knee amputees. So when we have muscles that compensate, that means they're muscles that are trying to do a different muscle's job because the other muscle doesn't know what to do. So compensation muscles usually get overworked. And here we go. Come on up. Long sitting hamstring stretch is next, so bring your legs out in front of you. And we're going to sit tall in our pelvis. So bring those little pointy bones in the front of your pelvis towards your thigh or thighs, and then reach your arms out long in front. And you don't have to touch your toes. It's wherever you can go. If you're only able to get to your knees, that's great. It's a start, okay? Just reach it out, get the best stretch you can in the back of the thighs. Breathe deep. You get a nice little back stretch here too. Going for 30 seconds. All right, roll it back up to sitting. Okay, we're going to open our thighs out to the sides. Again, bring your little pelvic pointer bones forward, so you're kind of sitting more towards the front of your pelvis, and then walk your hands out in front of you, bringing your chest down towards the floor. It's okay if your knees pop up. Try to keep them down. You're probably reaching too far forward if your knees are not able to stay down. You should feel this on the inner thighs and a little bit in the hamstrings, which are the back of your thighs. Make sure you're breathing deep. Breathing and stretching go hand in hand. The adductors also commonly compensate for other muscles, and they are big muscles, big important muscles for stabilizing your hip and knee. So they often need good stretches too. They also work a lot when we're working on balance. So overworked muscles need stretch. How much longer? We're good? Okay, walk those hands back up. Now we're going to do a hook lying spinal rotation stretch. So we're going to lay back down onto our backs with our knee or knees bent. And if you're a unilateral below knee amputee, you're just matching your thighs. So you have one foot on the floor. We're going to bring our arms out to the sides with palms up. And we're going to lower both legs over to the left. Let your pelvis come with. If there's any pain here, you don't have to go all the way down, okay? But try to just, with every breath, try to let the legs go lower and lower into that stretch. Don't force them. Let gravity help you down. And again, if it hurts, don't go so far. Nice deep breathing. You're trying to keep both shoulders squarely flat on the surface. How are we doing on time? It's time. All right, we're going to bring our legs back to the center, and then we're going to lower them to the other side. Again, trying to keep that left shoulder down and letting both knees go as far down onto the ground as they can go. Breathing through that nice spinal twist. Feel free to turn your head in the opposite direction of your knees. Get the full spine and the twist. And breathe. Good, almost there. 5 seconds left. Very good. All right, bring your legs back up to center. And we're going to bring one knee in towards your chest and let the other leg come down. So let's all take our right legs into our chest. So grab it with your hands. You're going to bring that right leg over towards your left shoulder. And you should feel a little bit of a butt stretch here on the outer buttocks. This stretches your piriformis as well as all of your gluteal muscles. Breathe into that stretch. We're not so much rotating our spine here, we're just pulling on that thigh, keeping both sides of our back pelvis down on the mat. Got a nice 30-second stretch. Good. I think it's done. Yes, okay, come on back. Stretch that leg out, the right leg, and then pull your left leg up in towards your chest and over to your right shoulder side. You might find that one leg is a little bit stiffer or crankier than the other. My left hip is not loving this position. It gets a little bit pinched, so just don't pull as hard, okay? And sometimes, like, the longer I hold this, the more it feels like that pinch is easing. So be gentle with your stretches. You don't need to make them super aggressive. You want to stretch, but you don't want pain. Going for a 30-second stretch. I think we're almost there. Good. All right, bring that leg out. Now we're going to go onto our stomachs. So roll over onto your stomach. And we're going to prop up onto our elbows. This is a really important stretch for every amputee with lower extremity amputations. Prone propping. Okay, prone is laying on your belly. Now you're propping on your elbows. So this is a stretch for your hip flexors. Okay, those hip flexors are really important. We don't want them to be too tight. Then you don't walk well, okay? And your spine is going to end up absorbing a lot of the forces that the hip flexors are putting into the spine because of your posture with bent hips. And then we're going to move into a quadricep stretch, which is the front of your thigh, okay? You're trying to press that front fold of your hip down into the mat so you're not butt up, right, with a cave underneath your hips. Okay, so you can kind of add a little stretch by tucking your butt under, pressing the front of your pelvis into the floor. So if you have the time, and I really suggest you make the time, You should be doing this stretch for 30 minutes every day, especially if you're a above knee amputee, especially if you're a bilateral above knee amputee. Almost there. All right, I believe we're finished with that one. Come on down onto your bellies, and you're gonna grab your, your sound limb foot first. So you're gonna bend your knee, reach back there for your foot if you're able to. Yep, it's hard to get a hold of sometimes. Okay, and if you can't get a hold of your foot, go ahead and everybody just, that's all right, Mitchell, so you're just gonna stay in a prop, my dear, sorry. Forgot to mention that bilaterals above the knee, please just stay in your prone prop here. You can't stretch your quad because you don't have a knee to pull on the quad. So otherwise, we're going to just pull up that quad stretch again. But if you're having trouble reaching that foot and pulling it towards your bum, it's okay to just do a dynamic quad stretch by flexing rapidly. Flex, flex, okay? So it's a dynamic quad stretch. You can also use something like a dog leash, works really well, and you have it around your foot, and then you can pull that dog leash over your shoulder to pull your foot towards your butt. If you tuck your tail under like a naughty dog tucks its tail, you'll get even more stretch out of that. Pressing the front of your pelvis into the floor. Okay, now we're gonna switch to the other side. Now, if you are a unilateral above knee, like Mia, you're gonna keep that same quad stretch, just your sound limb side, okay? Otherwise, switch. And if you can't reach your nubbins, just do your quick bend. Oh, the phantom foot came into play here. Okay, and remember to tuck your tail and press the front of your pelvis into the floor. Woo, get that extra stretch. 10 seconds left. Almost there. All right, very good. Now for my favorite stretch, push back onto hands and knees or come into sitting like Mitchell if you're a bilateral above knee amputee. And then we're gonna sit back towards your heel, walk those arms forward, bring your head down and breathe. We've stretched it out. You all can stay in that stretch as long as you like. All stretched out. I hope you feel as good as I do right now. That concludes our Stretch It Out class. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll continue to visit this video regularly to maximize flexibility in the muscles that are important to walking well with a prosthesis. Please see the other videos I've prepared for you on Proteor Fitness on Restore Your Everyday. These exercises were designed specifically for you as a unilateral or bilateral lower extremity amputee to help you have your best possible functional outcomes as a prosthetics user. Next Tuesday, we will roll out an exercise class called Back and Abs 1, designed to strengthen your core muscles. A strong core leads to better balance, posture, and a better quality walking gait. I wish you health, happiness, and success in your journey through this crazy life. Bye, everyone.